at Mylan Park, we're very excited about the partnership. I do want to tell you a little background about Mylan Park. I think it's important that you know what's occurred out there and the partnership you're getting into. The park was started about 11 years ago in 1999. It was to build 2 baseball and 2 softball fields for the high schools in Mon County. It's grown from 30 acres where we had those fields to now over 300 acres. We've now grown the park to include social services. We have Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have Stepping Stones and Pace Enterprises, which services disabled and disadvantaged children and adults. We have an elementary school out there. We have a county's bus garage out there. We have over 70,000 guests out there every year in some of the festivals and the events that we have. And one of the most exciting things we had was when the McQueen Trust committed dollars to help us build an event center out there. If you haven't seen it, the event center is 52,000 square foot. It's a pretty unique facility, particularly for this area. Our fields that you'll hear some plans about on our fields, we have 10 acres that are right immediately outside of the event center that will service the club sports as well. But for us, it's a real good combination of melding the community and the university together and taking advantage of space, which you all appreciate. There's not a lot of green space on campus. We provide some of that green space. In this case, some very unique and focused programming inside the McQueen Center. You do have a smaller version of this, but this will show you the plans in front, what we're doing inside the building. Basically, it'll be able to accommodate, in one end, we'll put down Mondo surface, which is an all-purpose surface to be able to participate sports with. There'll be it'll accommodate soccer, it'll accommodate field hockey and basketball. Well, I'm gonna get that, on those, in that area. Then we do, as Ian mentioned, we have an area for the boxing team that includes rings as well as heavy bags and the things they need to work with. We have an area for competitive cheer and dance. We'll have a floor, mirrors all around. Also in the center of the diagram, as you can see, we've got an area set up for baseball and softball where we have nets down so they can do full hitting and fielding practice in there. Then we also have an area for events to host clubs, meals, host dinners, and so forth from that perspective. The university will have priority on those facilities inside for the fall and spring semesters, working with events we have. Obviously, we have a number of events out there in the last few weeks. We've had a home show, we've had a gun show, a few other things that have been in there. So we'll continue to have those, but the university will be a big part of that. We're excited to have the students there. On the outside of the, adjacent to the event center, we will have a turf-covered rugby field that will also accommodate, I guess, accommodate rugby, but also field hockey and soccer there as well. It'll be fenced in, it'll be lighted. We have plenty of parking out there. Our parking's been improved as well. For those who've been out there, we're going to expand the paving, the lighting, and the parking lots. Additionally, there'll be storage facilities. So all the different club sports will be able to have their own storage facility to be able to store their equipment. You don't have to keep going back and forth. We'll be able to have a facility that trainers can work out of to service the club sports. So we think that part will be very well. We're also redoing 2 fields, actually building 2 fields to accommodate baseball and softball. We're looking right now to have those turfed. Our existing 2 baseball and 2 softball fields, we're going to make accommodations to the 1 high school field that's there now that will be able to serve as an official college softball field, so you can have tournaments there and so forth. I think that's all the facilities from the get-go, but a lot of possibilities. Again, from the park standpoint, and I can speak from our board, it's about 25 strong. When this initiative first came up and we began talking it, very supportive. Our board's very excited about having this relationship with the university, more importantly, the students. Again, we envision having all this done by September. I actually have a meeting Friday morning with people from Field Turf to work on the turf for the outside. And already met with the engineers and going through with the plan. So we project we'll have this done by fall semester when you all come back to school in the fall and ready to go. But, again, we're very excited. We're thankful to have this relationship with the university and, more importantly, the students, and things we can do to help. Like anything, we're going to have probably some growing pains and scheduling issues, but we want to work through them. We have our person that does our scheduling tied into the person here on the university for scheduling, and we think that's going well. So anything we can do to make it better, let us know. We're, again, I've said a lot of times, but I can't say enough, we're excited about the partnership and glad to be a part of the broader community of the university.
We probably mentioned this 25 years ago, but until student government really took it on as their primary interest. And the club sports that are here, we're always pushing towards student administration for help. And it worked. I mean, it obviously worked. $8.5 million for fields. We were probably the lowest university in the whole country for indoor space until 10 years ago when the students passed a referendum to charge themselves the fee for the rec center. And we were, you know, in last place around the country for outdoor space and practice space for our club sports. And that's all being taken care of with this project. Timing-wise, tomorrow afternoon they're opening up the bids for the St. Francis project that Chris told you about. That project includes all the things that Chris shared with you and the health sciences. We're keeping our fingers crossed that those bids will come in under budget. We're optimistic at this point. And that project will be completed when you come back in the fall. I mean, you know, you're not building buildings, you're building fields. So, and that's scheduled to start May 1st when you all leave. And it should be done, everything going well, back in August.